Hello, and welcome to Media Productions Game Night. We're going to be playing Assert with Love, which is it's like an old 1981 game designed by a psychologist. It's a role-playing game. Basically, each person around the table has two cards, either an asserter card or an antagonist card. And each asserter is paired up with an antagonist. They're given a situation from the decks up here, and the asserter is supposed to resolve whatever conflict that is with the antagonist. And each asserter is supposed to do it with one of these special quality cards. So, say, the asserter is supposed to be a father, and the antagonist is a crazy daughter going out on the town, and the father doesn't want her to do that. The father would have to do that with calmness. That's pretty much the premise of the game, and at the end of each scene, I will be scoring them. I'll be scoring the asserter and antagonist, and at the end of each round, the scores will be tallied up, and I will, I guess I'm giving them money. Real money, by the way, not fake. Real. Straight out of Mr. Casady's pocket. Thank you very much. Okay, should we jump into this? Okay, so the first situation is between Natalia and Ruby. Natalia is the asserter?
Yes.
And the situation is the end. The party is going strong and everyone is having fun, but one of the gang has to get home to meet promises made to parents earlier in the day. The antagonist. It is hard to believe this kid is actually going to wreck the whole evening by leaving now. So what about promises to parents? Be scornful. Let everyone know just what you think about this whole mess. Asserter. You want to stay at the party with your friends, but you did promise your parents that you would be home about 10 minutes ago. You don't want to lose your friends, but it's also really important to avoid being any later. So I will be flipping this timer, and once I do, you'll begin, and after you do that, we're going to be discussing a little bit. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Natalia, do you want to draw a special quality card?
Kindness.
Great. So make sure to do that with kindness. Keep that. And at the end, we're going to be discussing a little bit, and then you'll be scored. So, your time starts now.
Okay, I really gotta get out of here.
Why?
It's not you, it's not anyone here, it's just I made a promise like 6 hours ago, kinda gotta keep up with it.
To who?
My parents.
Screw your parents. Stay at the party. Do you really want to ruin the entire night?
No, I don't, but I just gotta get out of here.
Well, that would be ruining the entire night.
I understand you feel angry. I understand you feel troubled. I really gotta leave because I didn't know I was going to this party 6 hours ago when I told my parents that, and I really want to go, but if they continue going to parties, they have to give me permission, and I won't get permission if I don't go to this thing now.
If you didn't know you were going to the party, why tell your parents you were going to a party?
They thought I'd be back a lot earlier.
It's like 10. What? Are your parents just like, yeah, do they think you're like 10?
They work during the night.
And?
I just need to go help them right now, and if I finish up quickly, I'll come back.
What? How do you need to help your parents?
They run a very important business. It's very secretive.
But But stay. Come on. You don't want to lose your friends just
I
because...
really appreciate that you want me here, but I do really have to go out.
No. You're gonna stay here. We're gonna hijack your car.
Well,
You're gonna stay here.
I take the bus.
Oh. Do you have money?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Fine. Guess you have no friends anymore.
Alright. Fine to see you, I guess.
Goodbye.
Okay, so I guess that'll be an end to the scene. You still had some time left.
I didn't know what else to say.
That was a scene. Good job. So Natalia, I will give you some extra points for maintaining kindness throughout it, but in terms of actually asserting yourself and saying that you were fairly assertive, but also
Not assertive enough.
not assertive enough. You were pretty passive, and it didn't seem like it was about keeping your friends. It was more you going home at that point, which I have to dock you a couple points for. So I'm gonna give you a 5. Ruby.
Yeah.
As an antagonist, you were a bit scornful to the point of saying, I'm going to hijack your car, but then it was revealed that the asserter doesn't have a car. You were scornful, but it didn't quite follow through with the situation. So I didn't feel like you wanted to have Natalia stay at the party to keep the party going. You just wanted Natalia to stay at the party because you didn't want them to go home. So I'm gonna give you a 4.
Tough critic.
Okay. On to the next round then. Okay, this time the roles are flipped, yes? Advice, and more advice. Situation. An extremely likable person has one notable fault. Scarcely anything that is happening in another's life can be mentioned without advice being given. Antagonist. Your destiny in life is to solve the problems of everyone you know. Make them take your advice, since you have a much more objective view of their problems. Asserter. You are tired of being told how to solve your problems. You can no longer tolerate all this unsolicited advice.
I drew a card.
Oh,
Sense of humor.
That's a tough one.
okay.
You.
Your time is starting now.
You should stop slouching. You'll get a better posture.
You know, sometimes when, people have to tell you what to do, you just gotta, ignore them, live life on the freeway.
I would disagree. I think you should actually listen to other people because sometimes they can tell you important things like shower more.
But, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that you told me that I smell. That's fine. But, you gotta ignore people sometimes. Like, as Albert Einstein said, that's a word. Okay. You just gotta live your own life. You just gotta live the way you want, not tell anyone how to live their life. They won't tell you how to live your life.
You're making a point, but also you're telling me how to live my life at the same time. So I would give you two advice and not tell other people how to live their own lives.
Yeah, but then you're giving me advice on how to live my own life.
Yeah, so why are you judging my advice giving?
Yeah, but then you're judging my advice giving. So we should.
Well, you're just like me.
Yeah, we just should stop being friends. Stop talking.
I agree.
Yeah. Problem solved. Boom. There we go.
So I'm gonna stop the time there.
That was dangerously close to conversations me and Kelly have.
So, starting with the asserter again. It, as Noah said, it didn't feel super assertive. More so just bullheaded and ignoring me. Not saying, hey, I really don't appreciate this. Could you please stop? It was more... there was a sense of humor in it. Which is...
How are you supposed to make a sense of humor about someone being annoying to you because they keep telling you how to live?
You know what that... You kind of sticking with that? That's giving you 2 points. Plus being vaguely asserting, that's another total of 4 points.
Hey!
Natalia.
I'm listening.
I didn't get a sense of being a very likable person.
I gave that up that character trait in this character.
Okay, so giving up a notable part of the situation, that's gonna dock you quite a few points.
I'll take it.
But the advice giving seemed not as aggressive as maybe the situation entailed. So I'm gonna say that's a total of 3 points.
Epic.
I'm not gonna say great job, but you did a job.
I don't know why she would do that. She's definitely going to lose participation points.
Yes, she's not participating anymore, so she can't gain
Just left.
participation points.
No, we were having such a good time, and then she just left.
Oh. Okay, so we're back. Natalia had to step out for a little bit. So next up, we have Noah and B. B, you're the asserter, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the situation will be punishment not befitting the crime. A teenager and parent have had an argument in which the teenager responded with a smart-mouthed remark. As a consequence, the parent has imposed an extreme punishment. Antagonist. Teach this kid to show respect to you, be angry, and slap a stiff punishment on the rude brat. Asserter. You are sorry that you said what you did. However, your feelings of regret are being quickly overcome by anger, as you believe the punishment to be ridiculous and unfair. And what is your special quality?
I need to think. Confidence.
Great. Okay.
You said that with such confidence.
Okay.
So your time starts now.
I gave birth to you. You can't say those things to me. That is blatantly disrespectful.
I'm so sorry. I'm just sorry, but you can punish me. That's unfair.
Hey, I can do what I want. This is my household and you are still underage. So I can give you the proper punishment. I
Are you
believe
kidding me?
that proper punishment is a week without your phone and grounded for 2 days.
Ooh. Are you kidding me? You're telling me that you gave birth to me? Is that like did I ask you to do that?
What? I gave you life. That is the best thing anyone. That is the best thing anyone can... Hold on. Oh no. Okay. I gave you life. You cannot complain about that. You should be grateful, not blatantly disrespectful.
Well, if I have to live my life with a parent like you, I would prefer not to live my life.
That hurt! That hurt! You've insulted me! You've blatantly disrespected me! How dare you! I will take away your phone for a month! You will be grounded for weeks on end! I have the high ground here!
Okay. Well, you should be proud of me because I'm confident and I stand up for myself.
Confidence against... You're not supposed to have confidence against me. You're supposed to stand up
Yes, you're a
against your
human being.
bullies.
It doesn't matter that you're my dad or mom. I don't know. I'm still confused. I don't know. I just don't get it. I was just being sarcastic. That's who I am. And you're just punishing me for being myself.
You know, when I was in high school, a long time ago, I was disrespectful like you. I was rash, I was confident, and I was a bad kid. I was terrible. And it took me a long time to grow out of it. And I hope you grow out of it soon.
Well, guess what? I'm your child, so, you know, I guess I'm like that because of you. Don't you think?
I can't tell if that's disrespectful or not, to be honest. I'm just gonna, time.
But I'm just gonna leave like Natalia.
Okay, time's up. B.
Henry.
You really flipped the script on that one. You were supposed to be the asserter. I felt like, you quickly became the antagonist, saying, I wish you never gave birth to me, and, multiple
That
other
was
things.
my confidence. I'm that confident that I can also switch my role.
So,
I can do whatever I want.
you were a great antagonist. Unfortunately, you were the asserter.
That's fair. That's fair.
If I could give you a 0, I would. I'm gonna give you a 1.
No! Come on, she deserves more than that.
She was
Oh,
she was blatantly mean to her mother.
I was supposed to be confident.
Confident
Just
doesn't
think about that.
confident doesn't mean just
I was
insulting your parent over and over again.
I was standing up for myself because my parent just told me that.
Well, no, you eventually made the punishment befitting the crime. The name of it is punishment not befitting the crime. You made it befitting.
Are you really giving me one?
Yes. Noah. I felt like you really tried to be the antagonist there. You really tried. It's hard to stand up against that. But you tried to stick with it, and it seemed like a very hard task to do. So I'm gonna give you a solid 7 on that.
Whoa, I'm not complaining.
I was a better antagonist than him.
Yes, you were. You were the asserter. That's the problem. Hi, we're back. Still no sign of Natalia. She's not responding to any of our calls, which is great. Yeah. Let's not worry about that. Okay. Next up is Indy and Bridger. Indy, you're the antagonist,
Yes.
and you're the asserter then.
Yes.
The situation will be, I need a raise. An employee expects a raise because The mastery of the job merits one. The employer says to wait 6 months, but offers no explanation. Antagonist. As the employer, you are concerned with your own corporate image regarding expenditures. You are insensitive to your employees' feelings and needs. Asserter. You know your worth, and you are conscious of your rather urgent increasing financial needs. Do you want to take a special quality card?
I would love to.
Great.
I got sincerity.
Great. Assert with sincerity. And your time starts now.
It's company policy. We'll talk about another raise in 6 months.
I understand, but I really need to fix my car because you broke it last week.
Well, as your employer here at the office, Max, I will not accept having my corporate image diminished by giving someone like you a raise. And it's not company policy. You have to wait 6 months like everyone else. I'm sorry, you don't fit the bill.
I'm sorry, someone like me? What does that mean? I've been working so hard for you. I completely understand how the company doesn't want you to, but it's... Remember, you made me patch the roof.
Yeah,
I'm not trained to do that, and I should be paid for that. I should be paid just a little bit more.
See what you're saying right now? Do you hear yourself talk? Do you actually hear yourself talk right now? You are being you're just a complainer. That's what your generation likes to do. That's why I didn't want to hire someone your age. You just like to complain all day. I hear you talking to your coworkers. I've heard you talk bad about me behind my back. I watched the security tapes. I know what you did. It's your job. You do your job. And you get a raise when I tell you.
You do realize we're the same age, right? We're the same generation.
There you go off again with your complaining. Just be thankful that you have a job and don't get a raise.
I am so thankful, and I am very happy that I have a job right now. But, I mean, you're my landlord. You increased my rent.
Money is money all you think about? Have you thought about the well-being of the office, Max? If we give you a raise, we could go under. You know that we are financially unstable right now. We are in a financial crisis.
Yeah, but you know Larry, he does not do any work.
Larry doesn't complain, though. At least he does. At least he shuts up. Maybe if I gave him a raise, he'd actually be inclined to do something. But you're already doing something. You don't need a raise. You're fine.
He was in the break room for like 3 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
He didn't even clock out.
Do you want this office Max to succeed? Do you want to have a job in a year?
I do, and this is my dream job. Believe me, I've worked so hard to get here. I got my PhD in office Maxism, and I deserve my raise because I'm trying to pay off the student loans. And I took the loan from you, which was a really bad idea because you gave me a really bad deal.
Well, this seems like a personal issue that we should resolve with HR and something that you should not be bringing into this conference room. We come in here to talk about your future at the office, Max, and not how I scammed you as a landlord. What happens?
That's time. Real quick, I would like to preface that this scene in no way reflects any experiences that any members of media production or any people associated with media production have had at Office Max or working for Office Max. Just to be completely clear.
It was just the first company that came to my mind for no particular reason at all.
Absolutely no reason. It is not a common topic in journalism. Strangely. But yeah, Richard, you actually did a pretty good job at asserting yourself. Like Noah said, you didn't end up getting what you wanted in the end, but you definitely put yourself out there and you tried your hardest to get it without becoming the antagonist. And you were definitely sincere throughout the whole thing, so you did a real good job. I'm gonna give you gonna give you a 9 for that.
Whoa!
Thank you.
9 plus 1?
India. You were very, very antagonistic. You seemed like a very intense manager
No one would
slash
wanna
boss,
be a-
landlord, street criminal, bank worker. Yeah, you played along well with what you were given, which seemed like a lot, and you were. It didn't seem like you were super concerned with. It didn't seem like the corporate image was the forefront of your concerns.
Sounded like
But you were definitely insensitive to his expenditures and needs.
that you may or may not have caused.
Yes, that you may or may not have been directly the cause of. So I'm gonna give you a 6 for that. Okay, so next up we have Noah and Bridger. This time, Bridger will be playing the antagonist, and Noah will be playing the asserter. And their situation will be the procrastinator.
Oh.
A very charming, agreeable, but distractible person hardly ever finishes anything. Half-finished projects clutter up the house and disrupt everyone's peace of mind. Antagonist. You jump from one project to another, working a little here and a little there, but never completing anything. You do not understand why your way of doing things should be of concern to others. Asserter. You are really frustrated. You cannot pin this person down to any definite project commitment. And your special quality card.
Tolerance.
So assert yourself with tolerance. Okay. And their time starts now.
Hey, man, listen. I know you are working on your math project. You're just trying to get whatever. I don't really care. Listen, we've been roommates for 23 years at this point, and I feel like I've been pretty good at tolerating you. I've cleaned up your messes. I've finished some of the projects for you, but I'm getting a little tired. I just want you to finish one project and to clean up the mess you made.
It's not really your problem, though. Also, I don't know where you got that 23 years from, because I'm in middle school. And I don't really understand why you think it's such a big deal that I don't finish something. Like, I'm gonna go work at Office Max. They don't, require anything.
Look, man, I know we're in middle school, but I just want you to finish the project. And it is my mess, it is my problem, because, we live together, and your mess is my mess, and I don't want to clean it. So I want you to clean it, because it's my... Dang it, I just want to have a clean house. Why are you making it so difficult?
I have C's in all of my classes. I am going to pass all of them. I don't know why. I don't know what your problem is.
Just because you're passing doesn't mean you're not affecting others. I'm getting hurt by this. I'm tired of it. Listen. I know you're trying to make the perfect triangle, and I know that's a big project for you. But what if I help you finish it? Will you finish it then?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'll help you finish it, and then afterwards we can work on cleaning up this mess together.
Okay, that's time. Do you know what one of the first rules of improv is? Yes and. Which, you didn't necessarily do. It's not part of my scoring criteria, the yes and or great improv. But I figured I'd just throw that out there to not completely flip the script on your screen partner. Okay, Noah, as the asserter, you asserted with tolerance. You tolerated his middle school childishness. And in the end, you eventually got what you wanted, which is more than I can say for basically every other scene. But that's not always the goal. But you did a good job, and throughout it, you consistently stayed the asserter, which I feel like I shouldn't have to preface anymore, but I will. Not much to say. Pretty solid performance overall. I'm gonna give you an 8. Bridger.
Yeah.
Other than my comment about the first rule of improv, you did pretty good. You did pretty good at being a decently charming person, saying that, hey, I'm getting C's in all my classes, I'm doing good enough, and you really were just jumping from project to project. It wasn't anything super special, and you maybe gave in a little bit too soon. So I'm gonna give you a 6, but you did a pretty good job.
Thank you.
Henry, you can't come here at 7:30 with canes. And not bring enough for everyone. You can't. Do you understand how selfish you are? And you're just eating in front of us. We can't smell chicken fingers and not eat them.
B?
Do you have something to say? I mean,
He's eating a rice cake today.
I'm eating a raspberry rice cake, okay?
B.
I mean, let's compare canes, raspberry rice cake, okay?
There is a clear difference between the two.
Oh my gosh.
Today, I have had an apple, a bagel, some ham.
Without cream cheese, because we know how you eat bagels. That's
yeah.
so sad.
I eat
He
it
just
the
eats
right
bagels
And
without
it's
cream.
plain bagels.
Plain bagels.
Okay,
He
if it
doesn't
was
even
cinnamon raisin,
cut
it would be
them.
acceptable.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
No, I eat it the right
bagels.
way. That's how you eat bagels.
No, it's
You don't
not.
bring a toasted bagel to school.
Wrong.
He doesn't
Wrong.
even cut them.
You have to,
Okay,
you have to cut
just
the
like
bagel
that.
at least.
A bagel is not a donut.
Have you guys ever tried it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
and it's
oh.
bad.
We don't
Bad.
like it.
It's great.
You forced me to eat bagels.
It's
like
great.
It's
No, it's
dry
not.
as.
Anyway, as I was saying, I've had those 3 things and a Red Bull. That's what I'm running on. Then I went to the gym, and then from there, I went, got canes, then came directly here.
And you were late because you were at the gym.
At Cave.
No, a cane. And he doesn't even bring
But it
food
doesn't
for
I bought it with my own
everyone.
money.
Excuse
If you
me.
want canes, get a job.
I have a
That's not-
job.
That's not an excuse. He works at Kohl's. I mean,
Okay?
that's not an
We
excuse,
just
Henry.
finished the game.
It's not my job to pay for food for you guys. Anyway, Indy and B. B is going to be the real antagonist this time, and Indy will be the asserter. Their situation will be the barber shop. A teenager and his parent are in a barber shop. The teenager wants wants a reasonable hairstyle that is up to date. However, the parent has given firm instructions to the barber to give this kid a crew cut. Antagonist. You are the parent, a strong traditionalist and unbending. You don't care about changes in styles. You do what you think is right, regardless of the consequences. Asserter. You know you will be so humiliated that you want to die. You know all your friends and classmates are going to make fun of you. You think your parent is unfair. You are embarrassed, frustrated, and full of anger. And you will be asserting with...
Calmness.
Woo, baby!
Okay.
Your time starts now.
Matthew, you don't understand. I am older than you. I know what people like, and you should really do this hairstyle. Like, you should.
Mom,
Trust me.
I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate that you're paying for this service for me, but I just really think that this isn't for me. You know, I have a very strong personality, and they always say a haircut is the path to the heart.
How do you already know your personality? You're just 12 years old. I know you better than you do. Trust me.
Mom, times are changing and so am I. I want to get cool new hairstyles. I want to fit in with the kids in my class. You're always saying I should try to make friends. I don't have any friends. Why are you so sad all the time? Maybe if I had a good haircut, I could make some new friends.
Matthew, I just wanted to have a boy, a son, to choose his haircut. And you're just trying to take this thing away from me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand that this must be hard for you, Mom. You are an amazing...
No, you're selfish. You just think about your hair. Is that important? What about me?
I think that you are a very important person in my life, and I respect you so much. You have an amazing sense of style, and you really have a specific type of haircut that you like. But Mom, I'm growing up. I need to start developing my own personality and figuring out who I am. And a haircut is my way there.
Yeah, but just trust me. Try this time. I know it's like the 4th time that you're trying, but keep trying. They always say that if you keep trying, you I don't know, I don't get it.
They also say 3rd time's a charm, and this is at least the 6th time I've gotten this haircut, Mom.
I know. Please, Barber, just listen to me. I'm gonna pay you. You look too cool with those sunglasses, and it's just, please, listen to me. I'm the one paying. I'm not gonna pay you. I'm not gonna pay you if you don't do what I'm telling you.
Look. I would love to, but
Please, Matthew is just 12 years old.
Listen. You're being too disruptive, so I'm gonna have to ask both of you to leave this shop, okay?
What?
Get out.
Maybe now we can go to a more hip barber and I can get that haircut I
Okay,
want.
Time's up.
Are you gonna get more than a 1?
I hope so.
I guess we're doing the antagonist first this time. Well, I guess technically the 2nd time, but let's call it the 1st. You were definitely an antagonist. So that's more than 1 point. For sure.
That's good.
Stonks.
As the antagonist, I'm not sure I got super strong traditionalist vibes from you. I got more manipulative, you're gonna do what I want because I'm the parent here, which is kind of the vibe.
I mean,
Traditional.
yeah.
Yeah, but also, you're gonna do what I want because it would hurt me so much if you didn't. Which is not so much what it was meant to be, but that was a pretty good job, even bringing the barber into it. So I'm gonna say, drum roll please. That's a 6. Plus 1 point for stonks. So I guess a total of 7.
Yeah.
Indy. As
Please, it's Matthew.
Matthew. You did a pretty good job. I'm not sure calmness is what I would describe it as, but it was pretty good. You asserted yourself. And in the end, you got you and your parent kicked out of a barbershop. So you wouldn't have to get the crew cut. You could get maybe what you wanted at a different, cooler, hip barbershop. So I'm gonna give you another 6. Pretty strong. Not quite there, but still pretty strong. And as a bonus, Noah. You, as a barber, you asserted yourself. You asserted yourself and told those customers, those disruptive customers, to get out. To get out of there. Which was very assertive of you. So I'm going to award the maximum amount of bonus points that I can, which is 2. And I believe that should do it. This game.
Sorry, what about our money?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to
Okay,
that.
okay.
Okay. So now that the scores are tallied up, we've got 3 people tied for last place. First up is Natalia, who I guess that's saved money for me, or Casady. Next up would be Rubers. I'm gonna give you $5. Wait, hold on. Can I have that back?
No.
I was gonna give you more.
No, you weren't.
Okay. B, with a tied score of 8. There's your. We can. Next up is Indy with 12, which is, might I say, markedly better than any of those 3. Though, I did appreciate your effort, Rubers. I really did. So, it's gonna $12.
This is 7.
Cheapskate.
Matthew,
Like I
my
said,
opinion.
$12. Bridger, you're next with 15. So I'm gonna give you a solid 19.
$4.
No, that's
8.
yeah.
Oh, that's still
Terrible.
Yeah.
And Noah, your first place with 17.
Let's go.
Here's your $20.
I'll take it.
Look, I would have given you more, but those 2 stole the rest.
Hold on. No. This isn't fair. You can't, like, grade us all or whatever. You haven't even competed yourself. You need to be
Okay,
able to
yeah,
compete.
so what? So what?
It's not fair to judge us when you haven't
That's
competed
kind of-
yourself.
That's kind of the point. Okay, who would I play against? Who would I play against? This is supposed to be in pairs of 2. Everyone's already taken up. What do you... Guys, what? Don't. No. Don't. Alright.
So, we have brought justice, finally. We have Henry competing against our lovely cameraman. And so, does anyone have a card? What card are we using?
I'm gonna be the antagonist, so I'll draw the card. Let's choose
Fitting
business.
that you're the antagonist.
Let's choose business.
I don't know why you're so salty about this, but situation. You're fired. An employee must be laid off. Antagonist begins. Antagonist, as the employee, you are angry and vindictive, hurt and desperate. Hit back at the employer any way you can. Make the employer feel guilty. Use all of the manipulations you can think of. Beg, plead, cry, or whatever you think might work. Asserter, you have the unpleasant job of firing the employer or employee. This job must be done. You try to be assertive and as kind as you can. Draw a specialty quality card.
I'd love to, Ruby.
Good.
Honesty. Be asserting with honesty.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, we're not gonna need that. Hey, you called me in the office. So working away. I'm on my lunch break. What do you want to talk about, boss?
The business is going through a little bit of internal turmoil.
Yeah, I've been giving up my overtime, so yeah, I understand.
Yeah, no, we're having to cut wages a little bit. You know, the business is kind of having a little bit of trouble.
I can take a pay cut, no problem. You know, like the 5-10%? Yeah.
But a problem that one of the employees has recently brought to my attention is that Larry, you've been in the break room on break and not clocking out. So I'm afraid we're gonna have to let you go.
I'm sorry, you're gonna fire me. Is that what? I'm sorry. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm being fired from this job.
Yes, us here at the Flagstaff Office Max. Really, we can't be having this kind of detriment to our...
This is, tell me right, this is some kind of joke, right? Like, did Spencer put you up to this? Am I being pranked here? Is Paul back there?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
No, you...
Can you bring back my last performance review? What did it say? I'm sorry, A+ stellar employee and dedicated. I commit 50 hours a week to this place.
Yes,
I work 10 of those hours for free. And you're telling me right now that I'm getting fired from this job.
No, you don't work 10 of those hours for free. You don't clock out.
I don't clock out because the company policy is when you clock out, that is company time. So by not clocking out, taking my break, it's no longer on the books, and I'm taking a break, and it's not coming off on your audit when the store gets inventoried every year.
You're not working is the problem.
I work 50 hours a week, so
Yes.
I take a long break occasionally throughout the week.
And of those 50 hours, you don't clock out.
And of those
You're almost always on break.
And of those 50 hours, I'm slaving away here trying to make ends
No,
meet.
you're not!
My cat. Look, okay, listen to me right now, okay? You can't do this to me. I've been with this company for about 12 years now, okay? And how many people have I trained? Let's look, off the top of your head, how many people in this store currently have I trained?
We really appreciate the time that you've done.
How many people?
The amount of people doesn't matter.
Over
We
30.
appreciate
I remember
it.
every single one. Spencer, Paul, I trained you. I could have had your job. I turned it down. You know why? Because I work like working the sales floor. Who else can sell paper better than I can? Tell me. Tell me who meets my quota.
The problem is you don't...
And I meet that quota. I exceed the quota that is set before us for all the corporate standards.
I'm
I
pretty
exceed the
sure
quota.
we have videos
I
of you buying that paper yourself. It's not you making sales, it's you buying that with the money that you're making from not clocking out.
I need to explain something to you, okay? My wife and kids. Peggy took them in the divorce. My wife and kids are out there right now, fighting on the streets. And in addition to the child support that I have to pay, I'm putting my own money back in this business because I know we're struggling. So, and I apologize that I slave away here with my time and then I put in my own personal savings, my own wages, and so I'm sorry that I deserve a break sometimes on account of the divorce and the child payments. But Peggy's out there, and she said if I can't get my stuff straight in the next 6 weeks, she's gonna move on and she's gonna marry my brother. And I can't have that happen. I hate my brother.
Okay.
He's not a good father.
Larry,
I think we're
He's not even a good brother.
Larry, I'm
Do
really
this to me.
I'm really sorry.
I've given. What are you gonna? Okay. What are
The
you gonna
best
do?
I can do is give you a small compensation fee.
Is this an insult? Is this because I got kicked out of my apartment? I've been using a laundromat? I can't even use half these. I can only use quarters. I can only use quarters to wash my Office Max uniform. That's all the clothes I have. If you fire me, I have to return them.
Larry, this is the best I can do.
This isn't good enough. You don't honestly.
If it's not good enough, then don't take it.
This is not how you treat people. This is not. You know what?
You don't treat a job
You know what?
by showing up and not doing anything.
I'm gonna get Paul. I'm gonna get all my friends here. We're gonna strike. We're gonna go out on the street. Because then now you treat people. Just because times are hard doesn't mean you can throw laundromat change in a man's face. I'm coming in tomorrow.
Times are hard? Why don't you work then? We wouldn't be firing you if you did your job. Do your job!
Show me the evidence that I'm not doing my job, and I'll happily leave. But right now, this is not how you treat a hard-working employee who works 50 hours a week.
I'm
and
pretty sure you don't
deserve
even
an
have a
extended
brother!
break. I deserve an extended break. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'll be here tomorrow.
No, you go on hiatus. You go on hiatus until you can come back and prove that you're willing to work.
You can't put me on sabbatical. This isn't a salaried position. It's hourly. Hey, I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
not.
work tomorrow. I'm gonna clock in tomorrow.
If you
I'm
come
gonna
back, if
show
you
up in my outfit.
If you come back tomorrow, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, and I'm gonna call
take
security.
these so I can do my laundry tonight.
I'm gonna call security
And I
if
can
you
pay
show up
parking.
here tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna keep showing up tomorrow. You want to call in security? Fine, make them stop me.
I will. Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
It's ridiculous. I slave away for this place.
No, you don't. You sit in the break room.
You know what's gonna?
And do nothing if you don't clock
I'm
out.
gonna sit right here until you realize the mistake you're making, and I'm not going anywhere.
We're not gonna lose anything. We're gonna be making money by firing you.
You'll be making money? Yeah, good luck trying to find somebody who hires me. 12 years experience, Office Max, in Flagstaff.
It doesn't take a lot of experience. I've worked here for maybe 3 years.
Exactly, and I trained you 3 years ago.
Yes,
With my
and
9
you would
years
be in this
experience-
position if you worked.
I will be in that position, and I turned it down because you seemed like a down on your luck young man when you came into this establishment, and I gave you a chance, and that's the only reason you have this job.
You'd be less down on your luck if you worked.
I have been working. I'm working overtime. Yeah, I take extended breaks in the break room, but that is
This
not.
is the reason
that
why
makes me a
management
good
doesn't
employee.
trust you.
That makes me a good employee. I've taken pay cuts. I've not taken any PTO on account of it being on the job, but at the same time, I am working. I'm selling paper. I'm selling ink. We're doing the recycling
You're
program.
buying that.
Do you know how
You're
many?
buying that with the extra wages that you get from not clocking out.
Do you understand how many Office Max perks points I have signed up for? Our quota is 14 a month. I'm doing 40 a week. 40 a week.
So things got a little out of hand. It's fine. You know, it's not that messy. I don't know where the pen is, so we can't like write down the scores. It's fine. Anyways, point system. So, personally, I think they both did very good on the acting, but Henry was very mean, so I'm gonna give him a 1. If I could, I would give him a 0, but I can't, unfortunately. And anyways, Mr. Casady did a very good job, so I'm going to give him a full 10.
So, during the rounds, Henry got on B for being too
antagonistic when she was supposed to be resolving the conflict. But I believe he did the same thing. And also, he said always go with the yes ands and then flips the script when he's playing with Casady. Also, I didn't really want to come out and say this, but in between rounds, he was really mean. My makeup was a little bit smudged because I was crying. That was during the cuts. You didn't really see it. I don't want to talk about it. Casady, on the other hand, did a phenomenal job. Absolutely outstanding. I would have kept him on as an employee, I can say no. I'm going to give Henry a 1 because I cannot give him any lower scores, and I'm going to give Casady a 10.
So, I mean, both of them did pretty good. It was a good performance. Henry, not my favorite, just in general. So I think I'm gonna give him a, I'm gonna give him a 1. You know, I liked the crying scene that Mr. Casady did, and I think that was pretty much deserving of a Grammy. And so I'm going to give him a 10, and I'm going to give him the most extra bonus points I can give, which is 2, so he's going to get a 12.
Well, I don't really know what to say. I just wanna say that he's been judging us all evening, and now it's time for me to judge him. And I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna give him a 1 because, oh my gosh, did you see Mr. Casady performance? And I don't even want to talk about Henry because, I don't know. Henry, 1. Mr. Casady, 9.
Rude.
Listen here. Every day, I regret my life decisions more and more. And, today, one of the main things I regret is ever talking to Henry. He is one of the worst human beings I have ever met, by a long shot, and he deserves less than a 1. If I could give negative points, I would. So I'm going to bend the rules a bit and give him half a point, because that is, I feel, as low as I can go.
Wow, thank you, not giving me a negative score? Wow, how thoughtful.
Casady, on the other hand.
Casady worked me up and now I'm angry.
Casady did very good. It was very good. Yeah, I'll give him a 10. He yelled at Henry, and that just kind of makes me happy. What else can I say?
Looks like we're out of time. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope we helped you not be bored tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. We had a lot of fun tonight, and I hope you all, if you ever need a change of pace, you go back to our channel and check out some of our other videos. We had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks for watching. Make sure to go and subscribe, hit that notification bell. And we'll see you next time. Is it done? Can I